Let's pay homage to the Blessed One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I pay homage to my teacher, Luk Swaminathan Singh. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, we are going to study this beautiful sutta from the Anguttara Nikaya. The name of the discourse is Andhakavindasutta. Andhakavindasutta means the name of the city where Buddha was staying. So, this is a beautiful discourse given by the Buddha. We can learn amazing things about the path to Nibbana by studying this discourse. Okay, so let's read together. Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, you can start.
At one time, Buddha was staying in the land of Magadhas at Andhakavindasutta. Then Venerable Ananda went up to the Buddha, bowed and sat down to one side. The Buddha said to him, Ananda, those mendicants who are junior recently gone forth. Newly come to this teaching and training should be encouraged, supported, and acknowledged in 5 things. What 5?
Okay, so Buddha teaches here these instructions, specially to be followed by newly ordained monks. That's the meaning, right? Who are junior, newly ordained monks. So, do you consider yourself as advanced practitioners or just beginners?
Very beginner. Before beginner.
Because this is for beginners. These instructions are for beginners, right? So, Buddha gives. So, that means you are very humble and you can use this sutta for your progress. Let's learn one by one. So that's a like beautiful opportunity for all of us, right? So Buddha is directly addressing us and guiding us in this beautiful path. It's we can think like Buddha is directly talking to us because we all consider we are just the beginners of this spiritual path, and we really need this help from the Blessed One, and here we are receiving it. So we can have very happy mind about these instructions, about this opportunity, and we know for sure that we are following the right path because these instructions are directly coming from the Buddha and from no one else, right? So that's the confidence we can develop. Without doubts, we can follow the path by using these instructions. So Buddha gave the first instruction, first advice, and these instructions were first given to Venerable Ananda Thera and was asked to share them with the other monks who are newly ordained, right? So Buddha gave the first advice. Can we read?
They should be encouraged, supported, and established in the monastic code. Reverence, please be ethical. Live restraint in the monastic code, conducting yourselves well and seeking alms in suitable places. Seeing danger in the slightest form, keep the rules you have undertaken.
So this is the first instruction. Now all these instructions are leading to what? Nibbana. All the instructions are leading to Nibbana. So this is the path. Every instruction is very profound, very important, and we should take them seriously. So what is the first instruction that would lead to Nibbana if we follow? Practicing precepts. Practicing precepts. So about 5 precepts, about 8 precepts, and about 10 precepts for the novice monks, and also the precepts of a ordained monk, right? So abstaining from killing, abstaining from stealing, abstaining from sexual misconduct, abstaining from lying, abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs are the 5 precepts. And in this retreat, you follow 5 precepts or 8 precepts? 8 precepts. So you follow advanced precepts. And seeing danger in the slightest fault. So you are very mindful about the precepts you have observed, and you don't want to break any precept. That's the meaning. So now we understand the importance of following precepts. About 8 precepts, you abstain from incelibacy, abstain from dancing, singing, music, wearing garlands, using perfumes, and beautifying with cosmetics. Also abstain from eating at improper times. That means avoiding solid food, right? Taking solid food after 12 noon. And then abstaining from using luxurious seats and beds. So now when you follow these precepts, you can be very happy because you are following the instructions of the greatest trainer of beings, the Buddha's instructions. And those who follow these instructions will definitely attain the permanent solution for problems in life. What is the permanent solution? Nibbana. Attaining Nibbana. So you can have this joyful mind when you keep precepts. Any questions about the first one? First instruction? No questions. Okay. So let's go to the second instruction. Okay, so Buddha teaches the second one. Can everybody read?
They should be encouraged, supported, and established in tenant restraint. Reverence, briefly, thanks towards God, mindfully alert and on guard, with protected mind and having a heart protected by mindfulness.
See, these are like treasures, like gems coming from, from a cave or from a underground place, right? Gems are coming. Because these are the things that we didn't know in this long journey of samsara. We were doing so many things to find a way out of suffering. We have tried everything except these things because we didn't know. There was nobody to teach us. That's why Buddha explains, we have suffered immensely in this long journey of samsara. countless times in hell, countless times as an animal, countless times as a ghost. We suffered. We cried immensely when suffering came to us, pain came to us, when we were separated from loved ones, when the dangers happened to us. We suffered immensely. That you remember Buddha taught the discourse, the tears we shed is greater than the water of the ocean. It's because we didn't know this and we didn't follow this. Now is the solution. This is the solution. So this is a remarkable opportunity. This is what we were seeking for repeatedly, life after life, life after. When we are born, we were looking for the solution. When we are suffering, we tried so many things. Let me try this, let me try that to get rid of suffering. But we didn't find the answer. In this life, we find the answer. So what is the thing that we didn't practice in this long journey of samsara? The sense restraint. As a result, we were not able to escape from the rebirth, suffering of rebirth, suffering of old age, suffering of sickness, suffering of death, suffering of mental and physical pain. We were not able to escape because of not practicing sense restraint. And we didn't have any idea about sense restraint. But now Buddha has taught us sense restraint means guarding the sense faculties, guarding the eye faculty, guarding the ear faculty, guarding the nose faculty, guarding the tongue faculty, guarding the body faculty, and guarding the mind faculty. And Buddha teaches how to guard them. How to guard them. Buddha teaches you first understand when they are unguarded, when they are unprotected, you will notice when we see something with an unguarded eye, unwholesome qualities such as lust, craving, hatred, anger, these unwholesome qualities arise. And that is called unrestrained of faculties. And then we become restless. Our peace is gone. The inner peace disappeared. Then we start talking unwholesome things, harsh words. Then we will use our body and speech and thoughts to harm others, to harm ourselves. That's the unrestraint of faculties. Now Buddha teaches you can understand the restraint of faculties. You are mindful of what you are seeing and you guard the eye faculty so that when you see something, those unwholesome qualities that would arouse defilements inside your mind would not arise. Your peace is not disturbed. Does that make sense? That is how you guard your eye faculty. Regarding the ear faculty. When the ear faculty left unguarded, through the sounds we hear, lust will arise, desires will arise, or hatred will arise. We hear some unpleasant words, harsh words, right? And why would hatred arise? And why would we start talking harsh words? It's because the ear faculty was unguarded. If we are mindful, If we guard the ear faculty, even when others yell at us, criticize us, insult us, the peace will not be disturbed inside. Peace will be there. We will not go to argue with them. We will not say things against them. We will not go to fight with them. We will not kill them. We will not hurt them. Because we knew I have to guard the ear faculty. I should not get these words. I should not let these words of painful feeling should enter my mind. That's how you guard ear faculty. What are the things you use? Mindfulness and wisdom. If you use mindfulness and wisdom to guard your ear faculty, your peace is saved. Okay, you understand now? Those are some of the examples about guarding the faculties. And same with the mind, guarding the mind. If we are not mindful, if we have not guarded the mind well, the unwholesome things will enter the mind. They arise in the mind and we act accordingly. If thoughts of anger enters the mind, right? And then we get angry. We say bad things to others. We want to harm them. It's because the mind was not well guarded. If the mind was guarded, if we were mindful, then we understand, oh, now these thoughts are appearing in the mind. These are the thoughts, unbeneficial thoughts are entering the mind. I should not continue this, thinking these thoughts. And then you guard the mind faculty and you start thinking something wholesome, something beneficial for yourself and others. And you don't get angry. And your peace is not disturbed. Do you understand? So these are very profound instructions, very deep instructions, but they were given to the beginners. Think about that. So that means even beginners should practice deep things, profound things. Isn't that the lesson? Like all of these things are like profound, perfect, deep things like sila, indriya samvara, restraint of faculties. We go to the third one. Here, please read.
You should be encouraged, supported, and established in limiting their speech. Reverence, please speak little, put a limit on your speech.
Good. It's directly coming from the Buddha, not from me. Not from me, okay? So this is from an enlightened one. And Buddha is helping us. Buddha is helping us with limitless compassion, showing the path to Nibbana. Did we ever think that this is that important in achieving Nibbana? Think about that. This is a path factor of attaining Nibbana. Speak little, put a limit on your speech. Those who practice will receive benefits, the results. No need to say anything more, right? And if you can practice that, like you feel like you want to talk more, but you remember this advice and you limit your speech, happiness will arise inside. I try to follow the instructions of my great teacher. Isn't that needed? We need that, right? So if we can remember this, then we can practice. And also, especially regarding this retreat, those who like to achieve some success, at least some success of this training, need to perform some duties. Also need to receive some things from others. The participants should receive Piyodam from Bhantes. That you are receiving. Bhantes will share the PO teachings with you. Okay? Another support you need is coming from the chef in the kitchen. Right? He will do his duty. Best duty. He will cook delicious food for you. And the other duty, 3 duties, there are 3 more duties, should be followed by you to achieve some success of your training. 3 duties, okay? First duty, the very first duty from your side is not avoiding loving kindness. Not avoiding loving kindness. Always maintain loving kindness in the mind. Among the participants. Compassion, loving kindness. Not avoiding loving kindness. And in other words, avoiding anger. Okay? If you want to achieve success, if you want to achieve failure, get angry. Get angry, hurt others. Right? And the third one, second duty from your side. Avoiding talking much. This one, Instead following this. Avoiding talking. Let's say avoiding talking. Third one, avoiding the use of phone. 3 things. If those who follow these 3 duties will achieve results in different levels. Those who follow these instructions to the full of their ability, putting maximum effort, will receive maximum benefits, greater benefits. So it's like that, according to their levels, right? So you remember the first one? Not avoiding loving kindness. Second one, avoiding talking. Third one, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the first one. First one. Not avoiding loving kindness means avoiding anger. Good. So it's following duties by different people, right? Monks should follow their duty, which is sharing the pure teachings. Chef should follow his duty, sharing the delicious food, and the participants should follow their duties, right? What do you think? Good. We go to the third one.
They should be encouraged, supported, and established in retreat. Reverence, please live in the wilderness. Frequent remote lodgings in the wilderness and the forest.
Which you practice here, right? That's the perfect environment here. Living in quiet places like this. Secluded places, quiet environment. Joining a retreat like this. So you have this great opportunity with this factor. So the first one is following precepts. Second one, following sense restraint. Third one, speak clearly. Put a limit on your speech. Fourth one, living in the forest, right? Living in forest, quiet places, secluded places, right? Okay. Last one, right? Yeah.
They should be encouraged, supported, and established in right perspective. Reverence, please hold right view and have a right perspective.
See that? Even newly ordained monks, junior monks, should work hard to achieve right view, to establish right view in them. Sammaditi. We are going to learn more about that in coming days, okay? Not today. So, what is the Pali for? Sammadittika hota samma dassanena samannagata. Sammaditthi and sammadasana. That's the meaning, right view and right perspective. Eta tumhi also Silava hota. Practice precepts, right? Pathimokka sangvara sangvuto viharata achara gochara sampanna anumattesu vajjesu bhayadassa vinu. You want to read in Pali? You can try.
Ete tumhi also Silava hota. Pathimokka sangvara sangvuto viharata achara gochara sampanna anumattesu vajjesu bhayadassa vinu.
Okay, that's the first one. Eh? Last part is difficult. Okay, next quality.
Also. Yesu Buddhavada Viharata Andhakavindasutta Nipakasatino Sarakipamasta Satarakina Chetasa Samanagata.
That's about sense restraint, right? Sense restraint. God in the sense faculties. Good, you are very talented. Third one? Bhasa means talking. Appabhasa means
Talking little.
talking little. Bhasse paryanta karanti. Paryanta means end, limit, right? Yeah, limit. Put a limit on your speech. Paryanta. Next one.
Aranya Panapatali Pantali Seda Sanan Patisevati.
Okay. Aranya means forest. Living in a forest. So that's also a very, very good thing, right? That you followed this. Don't you feel that by joining this retreat, you followed this instruction of the Buddha? See? Going to forests, living in secluded places, in quiet environment. So that is how little by little, one by one, we take these instructions to our life. And then the path will be open to permanent solution. This is the last one, right?
Ekatune avuso. Dhamma Kitika Kota. Samadasavena Kamandana.
Yeah, okay. Okay, read this one.
Those Mexicans who are junior recently got forth, newly come to this teaching and training should be encouraged, supported, and established in these 5 things.
Sadhu. Any questions you like to ask about this discourse, the things we learned, or anything you like to ask? You are welcome to ask.
If we cannot live in the forest forever,
Ah,
what can we do? Like going to retreats, maybe for trying to stay in nature as most as possible?
yeah. You got the right answer. Joining more retreats. And also, even as a layperson, living at home, practicing a simple life. Like according to the Newcomers also. What is in the Newcomers?
Few wishes.
No, no, not busy. Yeah, appakicho. Not many duties.
Not many duties, yes.
So that means not a very busy life. That helps. It's like living in a forest to some extent. Not many duties, simple life, and you have peace in your room. You can meditate maybe in the morning time or evening time. You have some place for meditation, right? So like that, you make that environment with some kind of seclusion. And when you have time, you make an effort to go to a place like this, join a retreat, go to a monastery, forest monastery, temple, and you dedicate your time for the practice, even as a layperson. Okay? Good. Please ask you.
A lot of the suttas, including the one we went through tonight, are speaking more directly to bhikkhus. And there are distinctions between like bhikkhus and lay people, as they're often referred to as like householders and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering, like, if there's a distinction in some places, but some of the sutras are speaking to bhikkhus, what is being spoken to for the lay people?
So normally a discourse is given in most of the cases, there are 4 groups of disciples of the Buddha listening to that discourse. In the front, the monks are sitting. Behind, the nuns are sitting, behind the monks. And then after that, male lay followers and female lay followers are sitting. So they all receive the same instruction. And they follow it according to their background. So for example, in this case, monks would follow this in a very advanced way, like this one. Please speak little, put a limit on your speech, because they are living in monasteries and they don't have much to talk compared to the so many duties that a layperson has. They have to talk about so many things living in a house, right? But they will follow this instruction in according to their background. But this helps them to a great extent to control their speech. But monks are following it in a different level. So it's like that. Even some of the discourses that were like about lay people, like directly linked to lay people practice, still Buddha would address saying monks. Okay, so you see that when you read discourses. So very clearly, let's say somebody would think, okay, these instructions are given to monks, so not for lay people. If we completely think that these are not relevant to us, we are lay people, then that means you think the precepts is not relevant to us. Sense restraint is not relevant to us. Right? That's the way you have to think. But there are different levels where people can follow this. Monks should follow in different levels, lay people should follow in different levels, but same instructions. For example, monks follow 10 precepts, and the higher order monks follow more than 200 precepts. Lay people follow 5 precepts and 8 precepts, but it's the same virtue. Precepts. It's called precepts. Okay.
What that's being taught physically, mentally, verbally to control whoever the situation arises.
Yeah, precepts means verbal and bodily and verbal. Sense restraint is mental. Samadhi mental. Right view. There are so many factors about right view Buddha has taught. So you can read them, you can learn them.
What's the difference between right view and the right perspective? Are they?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, yeah, in different terms. Yeah, there are beautiful teachings about right view. Buddha teaches there are 2 types of right view. Mundane right view and supramundane right view, or noble right view. There are 10 factors for mundane right view.
So monks follow different precepts and lay people follow only 5 precepts. So does that mean it's much easier to reach the goal than practicing more virtually? So
Yeah,
whether
of course, yes. No, if you follow more like advanced precepts, It's like expediting, yeah, the path. Yeah, that is why Buddha encouraged lay people to follow 8 precepts, 2, 3, 4, 5 times per month, and then follow 5 precepts daily. Because for a lay person, following 8 precepts is expediting the path. Compared to a person who only follows 5 precepts. Okay.
But for other fantasy, we follow 5 precepts.
Oh,
Okay, right? To achieve Arikantasi.
yeah. So it's following 5 precepts daily and following 8 precepts few times a month. That means you are Arekanta seal, noble seal. And also under the factors of extreme entry, Sotapanna factors, the explains about the 5 precepts. So, isn't that a beautiful sutta? Another beautiful sutta. Yes, so as I mentioned, the Buddha teaches mundane right view has 10 factors, and then the noble right view means knowledge about the Four Noble Truths. And that knowledge about the Four Noble Truths has been elaborated in so many different ways by the Buddha. Like imagine like 18,000 discourses, teaching 18,000 discourses and all about the Four Noble Truths, about right view, about the Noble Eightfold Paths. There is a question here. Somebody is asking, what practices are there to help one strive specifically towards non-self? So there are meditation techniques that should be practiced in order to understand non-self with regard to the sense faculties, with regard to the 5 aggregates of clinging, Panchupadana Kanda, with regard to the 4 great elements, Sattaro Mahabhuta, and we are going to practice those meditations during this retreat. So those are the techniques specifically leading to understand the non-self, anatta. Based on the understanding of the dependent origination, Paticca. So what we understand here as understanding the non-self is that there are only the causes and effects. So the effects last as long as causes last. Effects are not based on our wishes, our commands, our orders. Effects will last as long as causes last. That's the understanding we are going to develop. The practitioners are going to develop by understanding non-self. Like, for example, a happy feeling. And we command the happy feeling to stay longer. Happy feeling will not listen to it. Because happy feeling was generated or produced by a different cause. So happy feeling always stays as long as that cause stays. That's the understanding of non-self. that we need to develop. Because we have not developed that understanding about non-self, we think our inner world and the external world should listen to our commands, our orders. They should act, they should follow our wishes, our dreams. But they don't listen to us. They don't follow our commands, our orders. But we don't understand it, and then we get upset. We start crying, we start hating, all these negative things enter the mind, like anxiety, depression, stress, and all these things. Because we were trying to control something that were not under our control. Because of lack of knowledge of non-self. So we have this lack of knowledge about non-self regarding sense faculties, regarding internal sense faculties, external sense faculties. In external sense faculties means sound, the visual objects, sounds, smells, tastes, tangibles, and thoughts. And then we have this lack of understanding about non-self regarding the 5 aggregates of clinging, which is body, form, feeling, perception, volition, and consciousness. We have lack of understanding of non-self about the 4 great elements: earth element, water element, fire element, air elements. That's another reason for the suffering in life. But with these trainings, we are going to develop that knowledge little by little. And then we will understand impermanence as it really is. You will understand suffering as it is. You will understand non-self as it is. Anicca, dukkha, anatta. That means we understand things as they really are. That's a special knowledge called yatha bhuta jnana. Yatha bhuta jnana, understanding things as they really are, leads to what? Nibbida. Nibbida. What is the translation? Disenchantment. What do you understand by disenchantment? You don't think that those things can be used to entertain the life. Because you have seen the true nature of them, and the true nature is that they bring pain to your life, and they are subject to change. They are not going to last long. And if we try to control them, then the more suffering will arise because they are out of our control. They follow the causes and conditions. When this knowledge comes, will you use those things to entertain yourself? No, because if you try to bring them close to my life, that means I am bringing pain because you have already seen the truth. That's similar kind of meaning, the word nibbida. Disenchantment. Okay? Disenchantment leads to letting go. And you understand, oh, I have clung to suffering. Now I saw the truth. Let go. Give up. It should happen here. Right? Viraga, dispassion. Dispassion leads to nibbana. You attain enlightenment. That's enlightenment. Nirodha means enlightenment. Nibbana. And then we go to the beginning. To see things, we started with seeing things as they really are, right? to see things as they really are. Buddha teaches there should be a
concentration.
clarity in the mind, peace in the mind, calmness in the mind, tranquility in the body. All these things should be, and that is why this meditation are very, very helpful. Practicing these techniques of mindfulness, Chattaru Satipatthana, for establishments of mindfulness, meditation, all these meditations, breathing meditation, loving kindness meditation, all this meditation. The initial duty of these meditations is to create the clarity of the mind, the peace inside. And then the second duty of all the meditations, especially mentioned in the Satipatthana Sutta, second duty is to help directly to see things as they really are. And these two called samatha and vipassana. So you are following the right path. Your meditation, your practice of mindfulness will directly lead to see things as they really are, and then all the way lead to ending suffering. And this is a very, very subtle training, right? So even a very little effort you make to use these meditation techniques to develop some clarity of the mind will be greatly benefited.
To see things as they really are, it doesn't necessarily happen during our sitting meditation, but as long as our mind is at that state and it's very clear, it can happen even during
Walking,
during the
any posture, any posture, any time, any occasion. Yeah. Don't think that seeing things as they really are only happen while sitting meditation. It can happen in any posture. If the necessary factors are present. Mindfulness, awareness, wisdom, samatha, vipassana, bojjhanga. If these qualities are, these amazing wholesome qualities are present and have been cultivated repeatedly for a long time, seeing things as they really are will happen anytime, in any posture. Even during walking meditation, it can happen. Yeah.
And we will know it,
Huh?
we will know it when it happens.
Who else would know it?
I know, okay, but
Your friend?
does it not happen by with
Everything in this Dhamma path happens with clear awareness. Not a single thing happens without knowing.
But Yatha Bhutanyana Dasana world, they have the level, like the level of the seeing as really are.
Yeah, different levels. Arahants see things as they really are to the fullest level, and then non-returners see to some extent. Once returners see things as they really are to some extent. Stream entrants see things as they really are to some extent. Faith followers see to some extent. Dhamma followers see the truth to some extent. Different levels. Yeah. So, but this clarity of the mind helps everybody. For those who are in the path to stream entry, for those who are in the path to the ones returning, non-returning to the arahantship. Clarity of the mind definitely helps. And this clarity of mind means a mind that is free of sense desires, anger, sleepiness and drowsiness, restlessness and remorse, and doubt, mainly, right? And to achieve that clarity, one should follow precepts. So they all linked. And to achieve that clarity, one should definitely follow sense restraint. Like they are beautifully linked, like beautiful gems connected to a line. We didn't learn these things most probably in many, many past lives. Maybe we listened to them in some of, very rare in some lives, but we didn't practice. Because of our good karma, we have received another opportunity to learn and practice. So you can be very happy and rejoice in your honest intention of adding more wholesome qualities to your path by joining these kind of retreats. And that will generate so much happiness in you. It's a very hard thing for people to do. Always, lay people are very busy, they have so many duties, responsibilities, but you took this opportunity to learn more words of the Blessed One, to practice very difficult things in the world. But when practiced, they leads to happiness of yourself and happiness of many, many other people around you. And you have this great community with you, your friends, organizing these events, encouraging friends. There are so many people out there who encourage others to do evil things, right? So many. But here you have some friends encouraging you to follow wholesome qualities, to practice meditation, to cleanse the mind, to achieve true happiness, to achieve peace. It's unbelievable to have those kind of friends. So very rare in the world. That's why you should be happy. And you have these great friends with great qualities who would always support your Dhamma path. If you are angry for some reason, your friends will come to you and remind you the teachings of the Blessed One and help you to overcome anger. They will not add fuel to the anger, right? And if you are sad for something, your friends will come and share the teachings of the Buddha. Okay, so please use this great opportunity. This will be for your greater benefit. This will definitely help you to end suffering. That's your goal, right? Yeah. And achieve true happiness. That's your goal, right? Achieve bliss of Nibbana. Permanent solution for problems in life, right? So you are following the right. So please be happy about it. Rejoice in your effort. Share merit with all beings, right? So with so many tasks, we have finally started this retreat and during the organizing of this retreat, Kalyanamittas have collected lots of merit, and also by joining this retreat, by practicing precepts, learning Dhamma, practicing meditation, and helping each other in many ways. We have generated powerful good karma, collected lots of merit. We share all the merit with our teacher, Lokaswami Nansi. We share merit with all the monks and nuns in the world. So, we share merit with all the devas. We share merit with our parents, teachers, family members, sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, and with all beings in this world. May all beings enjoy good health, long life, happiness, and peace. Okay, I'm sharing the verses of blessings. Abhivadana Silis Nichang Vanda Pachayam Chattaro Dhamma Vadanti Ayvan Sukam Ayurarogya Sampatti Sangha Sampatti Mevacha Ato Nibbana Sampatti Iminate Saminjatu. Sukhi. Sadhu. Sadhu. Come on. Sukhi to Sukhi. May you be well and happy. So you have the timetable, everybody has a timetable. So there's a challenge tomorrow. Waking up. What time?
4:30.
Different for different individuals. But everybody will be here at 5 a.m. Okay? Waking time varies. Yeah, this is a really good timetable. It's very, very efficient, productive, and everything is here. Everything is here. You are going to get great results if you follow this. Okay.
Do they have an alarm clock? Do they have 4 o'clock or? Phone has an alarm clock. Usually we used to have.
And also, if you think that you need somebody's help, before you go to bed, just tell one of your friends to wake you up. We do that as monks. We do that. If some monks have hard time waking up, they would tell the other monks to knock on the door. Okay. Namo Buddhaya.